Hey folks, welcome to another Q&A fueled by your questions answered by Phantoms players. This week we have Nathan Long, number 97. So Nathan, welcome. How are you doing?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Not too bad, just an average day.
So before we get started on the fan submissions, question from, it's my show, so I get to ask a question as well. But my question is just how would you sum up your season so far, and also maybe where do you see the Phantoms as a team finishing towards the end of the season as we approach that now?
So for me personally, bit of a roller coaster, obviously with injuries and the drop in performance, and then obviously getting back to my game. I feel like right now I'm playing not to the best of my ability, but I'm getting there. The team are pushing me along, vice versa with the other players in the team, and I think now we're starting to form that bond and that shape, let's say, on the ice. It becomes a lot easier for the likes of myself and others to perform to their best ability when obviously all the cogs are turning, the team's performing well.
So we'll go into first question, which we have from Darren, submitted through Facebook. And he wants to know, what is your best career moment in hockey so far?
There's been a few, but the one that tops it, I think, has to be going away with the GB University team to Russia. Obviously, it's just an experience that probably once in a lifetime thing. Playing against the likes of Kazakhstan, Canada, Latvia, Switzerland, Sweden, and even winning a game against Sweden. I don't think that's something that most people can sort of take off their list. But just the whole experience itself was just surreal.
Moving on, we have Cameron, who's asked, when he says, how did you find Haringey? I presume he doesn't mean with a sat nav. I assume he means what was the experience like. Says, and would you ever go back there?
So, I mean, obviously, like myself, Adam, and some of the other boys, we're grateful that we had the opportunity to play during the COVID series, stream series, which was for Haringey. We were welcomed open arms. It was a nice warmth to sort of go there and obviously play for a team that we've played against in the past. Great bunch of guys, great coaching staff, unbelievable support, and just can't thank them enough for sort of keeping us involved and keeping us on the ice. So yeah, I'd say it's definitely an experience that I will cherish for a long time. And if the timing's right, you never know.
Michael Bradshaw has sent this question in. He says, who has the best beard in the team, and then also maybe in the league, and why do hockey players even have beards?
It's a bit of a difficult question because obviously you don't really pay attention to that sort of stuff. But I mean, I think in our team it has to go to Ryan Bainborough. I think he's always, he looks after himself, and he always looks mint condition. So you can't go wrong with a good beard. In the league, I honestly couldn't answer that. I have no idea. So I'll probably go for Ryan again, just because he's obviously my boy in the team. So I mean, the reason why we have beards, to keep our chin warm, probably for skating around. Obviously, it can get quite cold out there. No, I think it's just sort of a personal statement. I mean, I have it. It's just personal preference to me. Some guys don't have it. Depends if you can grow one. Depends if you can't grow one. Just personal choice, I think.
So on Twitter, question. This is a three-parter, or three different questions really, from Cambrodia. It says there's three to pick from. I'm going to ask all three. So the first one, who is the greatest dancer on the team?
So this is also another difficult one because there's not many times I've actually seen people dance, or at least been paying attention when they have been dancing. I'll probably have to go for Joe Grant. He strikes me as a man that can sort of move his hips and get loose. So yeah, Grant.
Nice. Who's the worst dancer then on the team?
I'm going to have to go with myself here. The word that comes to mind is stiff, and that's that.
Okay, right, that's fair enough. We won't say any more on that one. And then the final question here is, who has the weirdest bad habit?
Oh, that's a difficult question. Like obviously I said about the beards and stuff like that, you don't really pay attention, that you sort of focus on yourself. But Worst habit? I honestly don't know. Probably me again. Probably just sitting around staring at the floor. The way I focus on the game is by not focusing on the game. If that makes any sense. So I don't really talk about it. I don't really think about it. I just sort of think about anything random. So I mean, that could be a bad habit, I guess. It's definitely a difficult question. I mean, because obviously if you have more of a laid back approach in the dressing room, you sort of observe a lot more and you can see a lot more from what people do. But I mean, obviously when it comes to training, everyone's just good vibes kind of stuff, and obviously ready to go to work on the ice. And obviously when it comes to games, everyone's a bit more serious, and you focus more on your performance, and then obviously listen to Slava and what he wants us to go out there and do, and then you just go out there and execute it. So I think it's more of a different approach obviously to what it would be on training, so it's harder to notice those things.
We have Johnny Clements has asked, when are you returning to the Peterborough Phoenix drinking team?
Well, when the season's finished, I'll be there. Week in, week out, I will be there. Don't you worry.
Natalie Reed has asked, where do you get your bad jokes from?
Many TikToks, not gonna lie to you. Some of them I do think about myself. Obviously, if they make you laugh, they make you happy, then what more do you want?
Have you got a bad joke you can tell us now?
None that popped to mind, though.
Okay, Toby Clark, what's your favourite flavour of Monster Munch?
I've given this one some thought because he's asked me before. I mean, you got to sacrifice bad breath, but it has to be pickled onion.
Lewis Jones tweeted in to ask, who has the worst choice in trainers on the team, and why is it you?
It's definitely me. It's not even up for debate, I don't think. I have some luminous yellow shoes. They're unreal to me. Got some burgundy ones. That I don't know. It's just I like to be a bit out there with what I wear. Mainly obviously the boys are pro Larfist, like Gymshark and stuff like that. But I like bright colours, me. So this is probably about as dark as it gets, other than a black t-shirt.
Alex Langley has asked, you might have to explain your answers to this. Snog, marry, avoid. Gretton, Spears, and Stefanek.
This is a difficult one, because there's no wrong or right answer to this. But I think a logical choice would be, although Pete is a lot of fun, just snog Pete, get over and done with. He's a beauty of a guy, legend. I think I'd have to marry Donks. He's just sound, chilled, relaxed. Definitely a fun guy. But I think Gretz is more of a lone ranger. Like he moves too quick for me, I think, and I think that's where there'll be a bit of an issue. So I think I have to leave him alone and let him do his own thing, because that way he can shine. I know the season hasn't started off the best, but I mean we're starting to pick it up. So obviously, if you as the fans can come, be loud, be proud, really support the team, because you are the extra men and women on the team, and it helps push us across the line, especially in the dying moments of the game where we need that extra bit of energy. The loud thumping roars and banging on the drums, etc., really gets the guys motivated, really gets them pumped, and helps us close out the games. And obviously that last little stride in, that last little poke check, last shot, last save from Marley or Ryan. So yeah, just make sure you come to the game. Like I said, be loud, be proud, and we are the Phantoms.
Excellent. Nathan, thanks very much for your time, and we'll see you at the weekend.
See you at the weekend.